Hi, hello everyone. Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. I've got a few things on my bench today that I'm going to be doing some cleanup and stuff. One of them will be, let me move this guy right here. Now this is the Predator Prey from ny3dcreations.com. What you see in front of me, I don't have the base here, but what you see in front of me are the parts, and I'm just making sure that everything's cleaned up. I was able to glue the hands in. I'm going to have to go in and do it, just a very little bit of seam filling in here. I'm waiting for some resin to come in so I can fill that gap with resin. And the same thing on this side and a little bit around his waist, not much. There's a little bit back there that I'll have to fill in, right there. And then I'll use traditional putty for that, or two-part resin. But what I'm doing, and then up here underneath the neck, just a little bit. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just making sure that everything fits well. He's got these real nice, these dreadlocks here. You gotta be, if you order, you gotta be careful when you're sanding them, so you don't break any. So I just use a little coarse sandy stick and I cut an angle on it. And what I'm doing is I'm just smoothing them out where the supports were at. Just making sure that there's like here, see there's a little bump there. That's from a support. So I'll just go in and knock that down a little bit. And just anywhere that here, let me get this. I have a scalpel blade here. Just go in and pop that out of there. There, see right there, very easily. And then over right about there, and then I'll run it like across, like this here, and then I'll sand the rest down. I don't do that on the skin. I only do that on joints that are going to go in. On the skin, I'll just go ahead and smooth it all down, because if you go in and knock them off with a blade, you're liable to leave pitting. So, and you can see it right there, and there, where I just knocked that off. Again, I'm not concerned about it being on the inside, because there's two halves that are going to join here, so you'll never see that. But I was sanding here, and I got little spots here, and some of these spots I'm not going to be able to get into, so I got to very gently get in there. Okay, I'll take my little sander and just carefully do this, just like that. Just to knock it down so I don't have any pitting here. So I'm just making sure that everything is about as smooth as I can get it. I'll run my finger over it. I'll know more when I hit it with some primer. But yeah. So I'm just making sure that I don't see any imperfections that'll show up once I prime it. And then, you know, the cool thing about it is I'll hit this, see, like right in here. There's just but I got to be real careful. Like the end of his, oh, that's where two meet. Okay, never mind. Like right in here. And that's what I'm waiting for the resin for, because I can brush on a little resin, hit it with a UV light, and then fill that little hole that's right there. Or I can just do what I'm doing here and just buff it out. I'll know more once I sand it. Once I prime it, it'll show me where any of the imperfections are at. I already did this side. I'll probably go over it one more time, because I see like a little spot like right in here. But that looks like it's, yeah, looks like it's part of the let me get something like this, and able to file inside there. It's a little diamond tip. You can get these at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It's for jewelers, people that make jewelry, beadwork. So do that. Come in here, same thing. And then I'll buff all this out, clean it, run some a little bit of a cotton ball or a sponge with some isopropyl alcohol, wipe it all down. All right, I'll get my brush here, just to make sure I don't have any. See, I can see a little bit here. And like I said, I'm just waiting for that resin, because some of these are a little deeper, and if I sand too much, I'll take them down. I can brush a little resin on there, hit it with a UV light, harden it, and you'll never know they were there. You probably won't. I mean, I can barely see them now, but you know, it's this gray is kind of funny, because you might not be able to see it today. The minute you hit it with some primer, everything shows up. So I'm just doing a quick cleanup here. And then see right here, I see them. There's a couple of them where the supports were at. So I'll knock those down, smooth them out. Take this guy and run it right down where that braid was at, like right in there, without scoring it. I just want to sand that detail right back in, like right there. All right, I can't get it in there. I'm gonna be real careful. I want to put that groove back in there, right there. So what I'm doing is there's supports when these are printed, and they're supported, and I don't care who prints them. You can have the best print in the world. You're going to have little bumps from the support, and I'll show you. Like here on this feet. Well, you'll see the little. There's right around here. Mike did a good job here. There's none on this that I can see, but you'll find them. Like on the inner leg here, I already sanded those down. They'll be in there, so you file that down. Inside here, I already filed that down. So all I'm doing is cleaning up the hair. I'll take a buffer, run it over everything. Doesn't take much, you know. You don't have to get aggressive with it. Just like so. Let's buff that down. I'll come up, see up here. A little bit more. There's a couple of spots here. Like right there. Let me get that. Like right there. So this fits together really nice. So how this goes on, you got these keys in the back. The hair goes here. You have this piece here that locks in there, and then these two pieces here. This bigger one here goes across here. This smaller one goes across his back, down his lower back. I got to be careful because he's got these spikes like here, 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 and here. And across his, a little bit across his chest, and some of them are here. So I need to be real careful that I don't sand that off. I don't see any on this side, but there's some right here. You know. looking to me. Yeah, see, those, you could tell those aren't from the, I don't know if you can see them, but you could tell that those are not from, if I can get this to, I'm on. Right there. You could tell that those bumps are not the same as, say, those down here on his foot, like right here. So those look like they're intended to be there. I might sand them down anyway to match. Well, no, he's got a couple right here, so I'll leave them alone. So, okay, let me get to the hair. Let me show you how this works. It's pretty cool. This, you got that key in there. That locks. You gotta be careful. Again, I don't want to break those. So, that goes like right in there, just like that. Now, I screwed up. I glued the head down before the hair. This is a very tight fit. So if you get one of these, make sure these all line up before you do it, because I had to cut the little key off of there to get this to sit, because I glued the head down first. But it's okay. Let me get this over here. It's okay. I can work around it. But see, this sits right in there like that. This one goes right here like that. Oh, I dropped his jaw again. I got to be careful not to lose that piece right there. So there's his dreadlocks. Now again, you see that little pit there? I don't know if you can see that. Right there. I'm waiting for that stuff, the UV resin to come in. I can brush a little bit on there, a little dollop on there, hit it with a UV light, and then sand it down. You'll never see it. It'll fill that in. So let me get his jaw back in there. I'm gonna lose that. I know I am if I don't hurry up and get this all together. See, his hair just fell off. Let me get that back on there. So he goes like that, just like that. And then you could, like I said, with this one, once I paint the face, I can paint the face mask, and that locks right in there like that. Or I could put I don't know. Nah, it's too late to put a magnet in there. But the way I'm going to be displaying it, it sits right in there. It's not going to move. And then you have that arm that goes in here. Now, this is the cool part. And I love the way this is done. That slides in there and it holds real good. Locks in there real nice. So I could either do them this way, or I could use the shield. So I can display them either way. I think I'm leaning towards this, but I can move it back and forth if I want to display more of his skin tone. His legs, they slot right in here like so. Just like that. Let me get the other one. That goes in like that. So, yeah, this is the Predator Prey from the movie Prey, from printed by ny3dcreations.com. Just wanted to show you guys a little something that's on my bench here. I'm going to paint this live. I think I'm going to do this on a live and maybe do an hour and a half each session. Because I've been asked how I paint the skin tone for these, and I think I'll show you guys how I'm doing it. I have a couple other ones. I have Morticia. I can't remember her name, but she's from the movie Queen of the Dam, Aaliyah from Queen of the Dam, and also Namor, Kukulkan. I have him from the fan art. So we'll be doing some of these, on the channel. But this one for sure, because there's a few people that have asked me if I could show them how I did that skin tone and how I get the different colors in there. So I think I'm going to do this one live. So stick around, stay tuned, man. I thank you guys for watching. I hope your Sunday's going well. Thank you all for watching us as we painted this little gal. This is my little Noelle. We did this on a live. It's a long video, guys. It's 4 hours, but we wanted to try to knock them out quickly. So I got Noelle done here. Her face, was done with acrylics, you know, the base tones, and then I used the pan pastels, acrylic for the eyes, and then I went over it with a light oil after everything was said and done. I still need to touch up her hand here, and then finish off her base, but there she is. This is the Noelle that we did live. Then I got to put another gloss, a little bit more on her eyes there, but I want a little twinkle in them. But yeah, for those that are not part of my Red Dragon Modelers or Styrene Syndicate, this piece here I won from Model Club TV. I believe, I don't know, I think Jason printed this, but this was from one of the mystery boxes. And I you know what? I was sitting around looking at it. I said, I've never painted a Kong figure before, so I'm not a big King Kong fan, but I like this figure, this bust. So I painted him up. Let me see if I can get a little closer. You can see the detail in that eye. Because I had a heck of a time getting that eye, but I got it. There, see that? Come on, yo. Don't give me this. There it is. There's his eye. But this is one that I primed. This is gray Stynylrez with a little blue in it. Just a drop of blue inside the gray Stynylrez. Shot that, and then right in here I dusted a little flesh tones, and then the rest of it is all pan pastels other than the hair and the base, of course. But yeah, I got this. I won this from Model Club TV, and I had a blast painting him. You know, he's pretty cool. So he'll sit off to the side here. My grandson will probably mooch him off me and put him in his room, but yeah. So stick around, guys. I'm gonna have this guy here. I'm gonna be doing them live. I want to thank everybody that watches our videos, the painting videos. Yesterday's with Saturday, December 3rd. It was pretty long, so forgive me for that. I don't know. Let's see, where am I at now on time? I don't want to bore you guys too much, but I just wanted to show you this. If you guys like one, this is a 1/8 scale. He also has a 1/6 scale. So if you guys would like to do a Predator, he's got 3 of them. He's got the original Predator, he's got the Elder Predator, and he's got this guy. So I'll display all 3 of them when I'm done with them. But hey, ny3dcreations.com. It's a great print, guys. If you guys like Predator, there it is. He's got some really cool stuff on there. Check him out. ny3dcreations.com. Also, don't forget that Just Paint It. Jerry Frade over at Just Paint It. YouTube page, Just Paint It. I'll leave the link down below. But he's got a giveaway for a resin figure, a giveaway. So go check him out also. Just Paint It. And also check out Steve Sutton's scale model kit review. He did one of these also. And you know what? He's him and his daughter, and they're taking to these figures, you know, really well. All the guys are doing great. So if you guys have watched it, you guys have followed us, you know, and if you've done what these guys were doing, you know, all the suggestions they have, whatever suggestions that are worthy that I have, you got some great painters there. They're showing you. We're doing everything live, so we can show you all the warts and everything. Any oopsies, anything, any corrections. We don't jump, you know, and all that stuff. So anyway, stick around. Sometime, I don't know, sometime during the week, I'll upload another one where I'm going to go live, where I'm going to start painting this guy. I'll have him primed by then. You don't need to see the primer stage. And then I'll start painting them, and I'll show you guys live how I do it. So until then, man, you guys be good. Be kind to each other. You know, leave the drama to the queens, brothers and sisters. Build a model. You know, paint a figure. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the hobby, guys. Life's too short. It's Gilbert saying peace.